Alrighty, guys. I've got the designer notes pulled up here, and I wanted to go over them with you and give you some of my personal thoughts on the matter. Not that anybody cares what a hard stuck plat thinks, but damn it, I'm gonna give it to you anyway. I can't say that on YouTube, but I'm not monetized, so I can say it for now. So I got the designer notes pulled up here. Looking at the win delta for attackers, Ash still off the charts. Zoph still performing really well. Ace performing really well. Sledge and Thatcher performing really well. Something that's surprising me is Twitch. Twitch is a surprising pick for me if I'm being honest with you. The F2 is good. Don't get me wrong. I love the F2. If you know me, I love the F2. But seeing her presence is really surprising in comparison to like IQ, like Buck, Yana, or any of these or some other Zero is actually really surprising for me at the moment. I thought Zero would be way up here with Nomad, considering he's got 6 freaking cameras. Um, I don't see how you take these operators off the list without changing what they do. I think Ash needs another nerf. What that would be, I don't know. Probably taking one of her breaching rounds away. If I were to hazard a guess, and decreasing the damage on the R4C, that would probably drag her down here, but probably push Zoph forward. So you'd probably have to do something with Zoph as well. Ace, I expect Ace to move up a little bit after if the test server patches go through. I expect nothing really was really done with Thatcher and Sledge, so they're gonna probably remain pretty steady. I'm interested to see where our hard breach, like if you look at the other hard breaches, you got Hibana, Maverick, and Thermite. Thermite being down here under pick 2 weeks. Typically this is a very new player role. I kind of expected that. Um, but in comparison, Ace sitting way up here, I think they have to do something to Aselmas. I think they have to slow him down, is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're gonna in a couple patches or two, they're gonna slow down at the rate that they unfold. Um, moving on to defenders, Jaeger off the charts still. Melusi high as expected from last time we got some designer notes. Valkyrie still high. Smoke overpicked 2 week. I didn't see this coming. If I'm being honest with you, I thought Smoke was kind of chilling out way back here still. Um, that's surprising to me. The shotgun SMG-11 combo is definitely not easy to handle unless you're a veteran at this game. So I can see that. But the FMG9 is a really good pick still. He's got a shield. His 3 smokes are incredibly powerful for delaying pushes through doorways and things like that. So, I I I don't know, Chad. I don't know. Mozzie, I kind of expected him up here. Um, something I didn't expect. I didn't expect Ela. I saw this earlier and I didn't. This is surprising to me. I don't know what they've done to Ela recently, but they've definitely done enough. I think the way they changed the recoil on her Scorpion, I think has pushed her to this point. Well, my sitting down here is something that I'm actually really surprised about, considering that Jaeger's all the way up here. Especially considering that the AUG is just statistically one of the best guns on defense over the 416. You'd think that Womai would be picked a whole lot more than he is, but apparently I would be wrong. Rook still top in the charts, but I think with the incoming Melusi nerf that they discussed around SI, they talked about how Banshees are going to have to unfold now when they're activated, and that'll give you an opportunity to shoot them. I think that's going to drastically hurt her pick rate. And Jaeger. The here are my thoughts on Jaeger. Right, the only the only way you take Jaeger from this down here, or put him up here, or put him over here, the only way you're gonna do that to Jaeger is if you have some kind of, how do I say this? If you change his play style, because if you look at Wamai, someone very similar to him, and who not even arguably, who just objectively has a better gun than the 416 at the moment, the AUG. He's sitting down here with equal amounts of utility, in my opinion. He gets two during the prep phase, and I think it's one like within 10 seconds of the round starting. So he's right there with Jaeger as far as stopping projectiles. But while am sitting down here, Jaeger's up here. I think the problem lies in that Jaeger's viewed as a roamer, and people really like to pick Jaeger and go roam and get kills. That's the clip. That's the Twitch clip, the YouTube clip that people were really looking for. So that's why people pick Jaeger. So I think Jaeger will continue to be a community favorite and continue to be in this overpicked section, regardless of what you do to him, until you fundamentally change the way he has to be played. So, like for example, if you nerf the 416 and then make it so that he has to stay within a certain amount of range from his ADSs, was one thing that was suggested. Or if you make him have to manually reset his ADSs every time that they pick up a frag or a flash grenade or anything like that. That's the only way that you're going to get Jaeger off of this high horse that he's on. Valkyrie, overpick too strong. I see that. I think an appropriate nerf for Valkyrie would probably be like taking away one of her cameras. But Mute was just buffed. We can see why he's being overpicked now. Aruni's in a good spot. I really like to see when operators are in this little box here. This box right here, basically up to Ela, down to Cade. Especially new operators. I'm surprised coming back up to Zero. I'm surprised Zero isn't in that box. But Aruni has found herself in that box, which is good. She's got a totally balanced passive, and her Sharia gates they're not bad. I think they're better than I thought they would be coming out, but I definitely think they're not bad. Operator bans. Moving on to operator bans. Thatcher, as expected. Jackal, as expected. Blackbeard still surprises me. After his recent nerf, he's still sitting at here at was that 22%, 21%? Sorry, 23%, if I could read. That's surprising to me. Flores at 10%, coming up here. Where was Flores? Flores was sitting right here in the box. So I like that Flores is sitting right here. I think he's a powerful alternative to a Twitch. I think Flores is just a better Twitch, if I'm being honest with you. I think you get more intel out of a Twitch drone, but Flores also has 2 regular drones, and he's got 4 of his RCEs. So I think Flores is just going to be a better Twitch, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I think he's got better options at utility removal as well. Montaigne's still sitting at a solid 15%. That's actually kind of surprising to me, but probably less surprising than a Blackbeard at 23%, especially after his most recent nerf. Moving on to defender ban rates. Mira, no surprise, sitting high as usual. Melusi, sitting at 38%, pretty reasonable. Valkyrie, all of this is pretty reasonable considering the meta that we're currently in. Moving on to operator balancing. Ace, he's losing his smoke grenades and replaced with a claymore, and the Selma will now destroy black mirrors. That's huge. That's an overreaction. I don't think that's huge. I think that's going to affect this a lot. Because we're coming back up to his presence. He's in about 60% of games. He's got probably sitting at almost a 2% win delta. This is big. This is big for Ace. This is really good. I expect him to push more this direction after this. Just out of curiosity sake, where does Mira sit? Oh, she's sitting right here in the box, which isn't terrible, but considering her ban rate, I don't know. The Selma destroying black mirrors, that's big. That's really good considering that Ace is really good, and now his Selmas will destroy black mirrors. but he is removing his smoke grenades are getting gone. They're getting gatted. Ubisoft said nope, too strong, which is fair. I think it was really strong. Um, yeah, the developer notes really just echo what I'm trying to say right here. Jackal, moving on to Jackal. Jackal, the C7E has just been really good for far too long. I can't remember the last time the C7E was nerfed. 25 plus one, and then C70 damage to 42 from 46. It I don't see this heavily impacting Jackal because I think the issue with Jackal is his Inox, but I don't think that this is bad. I think the C7 I think that brings forward the PDW a little bit more, which people swear by. I've never actually had a chance to use it because the C70 is just that much better. Um, moving on to Jaeger. Magazine capacity to 25 plus 1 and increasing the 416C weapon recoil vertical kick. This is going to be big. This is going to determine um, if it's simply a ease of use thing or if it's a Jaeger thing. Because coming back up to the presence, Vigil, who fills a similar role as Jaeger, and I would argue, like from a roaming perspective, does it better than Jaeger. He's sitting here in the box. Vigil's in the box, and I don't see I don't see Vigil getting a whole lot stronger unless people just stop picking Jaeger and start picking Vigil for the clip, because that's what they're gonna do here, um, which may be what they intend. If Vigil comes up, Jaeger comes down. That might be what they're trying to go for here. Um, but like I said, I think Jaeger is a staple of this game. So I think that a lot of the issues with Jaeger come from his playstyle. We'll see if they address that or if this addresses the issue. Um, moving on to Tachanka. Tachanka, he's getting increased in Shumika launcher. He's increasing his magazine capacity to 7. It was 5. It doesn't say here that they're increasing his total ammunition. So I can only see that his magazine capacity is getting increased to 7 to help stave off an initial push. His fire duration is increased to 7 seconds. So with one magazine, you're gonna be able to delay 49 seconds worth of stuff, which is good. Uh, the issue being is that it's one doorway, uh, and then he gets an additional 3 after that. So we're looking at like a minute's worth of denial on one doorway. Reduced detonation time to 0.75 seconds, so it's going from 1 second, so it's going to activate quicker. The fire area radius is going to increase to 1.9 meters from 1.7. I think this is specifically to allow you to drop yours in front of drop the Shumikas in front of breaches or double doors. While before you weren't really able to, or you had to aim it right. I think that's just going to make it a little bit easier. Increased projectile distance to start drop it to 20 meters was 8 meters, so you're going to be able to shoot it more accurately. And increased projectile speed to 30 from 20, so that's going to make sure that it's going to be able to get to the target a whole lot quicker. The DP27 is also getting some buffs. Reduced equip time to 0.65 seconds, which is good. It's going to reduced unequipped time to 0.3 seconds from 0.42. So that's going to make it a little bit easier to swap between your Shumika launcher and your DP27, which was one of the issues that I had with Tachanka from the beginning, is that he has to put his weapon away and bring out the Shumika launcher. I think this will make him more viable. I don't know if I'd pick him instead of a Maestro or a Smoke, but I think I think that he could be a fun alternative. I don't think this is gonna make him meta, but it's gonna. I think that this makes him a good fun alternative. Moving on to Thermite, replace Claymore with smoke grenades. That's huge. He's got stun grenades and smoke grenades, so you can kind of play him and get a little flexibility with him. I think smoke grenades are better than stun grenades, um, given that you can remove utility. I think that's big. We'll have to see how that plays out. If that coming back up to his play rate, if that increases him at all, I think it will. I think it'll decrease Ace like marginally and increase Thermite, and we might see him hit this hit the box that I like to talk about. We'll probably see him hit this box with the smokes. Um, Weapon balancing DMRs. Removed access to 1.0 scopes, just for attackers, by the way. Gave access to 1.5, 2.0, and 2.5 times sights, as well as making 3.0 the default option. This is good for Dokkaebi. I think considering that her only weapon is a DMR, I think this is going to be good for her. It's gonna give her more flexibility in the way she's going to be able to engage, because occasionally 3 times feels a little bit bulky and a little bit too zoomed in for some of the close encounters you have in Siege. But yeah, this is the designer notes. These aren't fully implemented in the game yet. These are going to the test server. I believe they are currently on the test server if you want to play them. So if you're interested in playing on the test server and testing out these changes yourself, that is available, I believe, at the time of posting. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video, or liked my particular Hardstuck Plat insights on this game. It's not anything incredible. I'm not a pro player, nor am I good at this game. I'm just a Hardstuck Plat. But yeah, if you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.